Hey, good morning, everyone. Am I audible? So far, we have finished our fourth module, fifth module, and first module. That is two modules from electronics, that is fourth and fifth, one module from electrical. And now we are moving on to the second module of electrical. That is elementary concepts of magnetic circuit, electromagnetic induction, and AC fundamentals. Okay. So module 2 is elementary concept of magnetic circuit, electromagnetic induction, and AC fundamentals. Okay, so why we are learning about magnetic circuit or electromagnetic induction? So that is what I am going to answer first. Okay, so here you can see one device. This is actually a motor. Okay, so inside this there is a lot of winding. So when we are giving power to this winding, what will happen? It will become a magnet, and because of this magnetic energy, this motor will rotate. Okay, opposite also it will happen, because if you keep this conductor in a magnetic field and if you rotate it, the electricity will be produced. So there's a motor and also generator, so which is working in based on magnetic circuit. And here also you can see uh, one more diagram. This is actually the diagram of a transformer. So where there will be two winding, and it is not electrically connected. Flux will be flowing from primary winding to the secondary winding through the core. Okay, so flux will be flowing from primary winding to the secondary winding. So there is no electrical connection between them. So everything is due to magnetism. So these components like motor, generator, transformers are having a magnetic circuit where flux flows from one end to opposite end. So it is important that an electrical student should know about this magnetic circuits, also electromagnetic induction. Okay, so in this module is a basic module for learning magnetic circuit. So why we are learning magnetic circuit is there are equipments like motor, generator, transformers, etc. I can even tell some more examples. Solenoids, relays, etc. are working based on magnetism. So it is having both the application of electricity and also magnetism. So we should know some basic details about a magnetic circuit. So that is why we are going to learn this module. Okay, so in this module, so that is elementary concept of magnetic circuit, electromagnetic induction, fundamental. That is second module of electrical. We are going to learn about magnetic circuit basic terminologies. This and all you already know what is MMF, because it is there in your plus 2 or SSLC syllabus. What is MMF? Field strength, flux density, reluctance, comparison between electrical and magnetic circuit. I think this you already know. From here, it is little bit advanced. Okay, series and parallel magnetic circuit with composite material. Some numerical problems are there. So again, here some now every time they will be asking one question, one numerical from this part. Series and parallel magnetic circuit with composite material numerical problems. Then we have to learn about electromagnetic induction. In this part, you already studied Faraday's law, Lenz's law, then statically induced and dynamically induced EMF. So that basic you have. Again, there are one more topic, self-inductance and mutual inductance, then coefficients of coupling, that we have to learn. So after that, we have to learn about alternating current fundamentals. That is just about a sine wave. Uh, what is a sine wave? What are the different terms associated with the sine wave? That is generation of alternating voltage, representation of sine wave, then frequency, period, average, RMS value, form factor, waveform, etc. Then numerical problems. So this module comprises of theory part as well as numerical. Then also it has one or two derivations. Three derivations are it is there. But it is a small module, not so big. Okay, so let us start the class. So what is the objective of this module is to conceptualize the basic term associated with magnetic circuit, to analyze electrical and magnetic circuit. So we were comparing electrical and magnetic circuit. Also, we will learn some basic terms about magnetic circuit. The first one is magnetic lines of force. So what is a magnetic lines of force? So basic things, okay, maybe you know already. It is a closed path radiating from the north pole, passes through the surrounding and terminate at south pole. Okay, so it is a closed path radiating from north pole of the magnet and passes through the surrounding and terminate at the south pole. Okay, we will see this one. So this there are a lot of magnetic force lines of force drawn here. So if you just check one, that is it is starting from north pole and then it passes through the surrounding. Okay, and finally it reaches the south pole and is from the south to north pole within the body of the magnet. Again, it is traveling from the south to north pole within the body. Okay, so the first travel, that is from north pole to south pole, is through the surrounding of the material. Okay, so it travels from north pole to south pole through the surrounding of that magnetic. Okay, then at the south pole what happens? South pole, it travels again to north pole through the material. It is not through the surroundings. Okay, it is passing through the material. So we can say that similar to current. What is the specialty of current? When current will flow, current will start from battery or a supply and it will come back to the supply. Okay, it's a closed path actually. From where it is starting, the current will reach that same point. Similarly, here also in the magnetic circuits also, the magnetic lines of force will start from one point, that is actually from the north pole. Here, if you assume from positive polarity, the current starts flowing and it reaches to the negative polarity. Similarly, from north pole, flux or magnetic lines of force starts and it moves like this and it reaches the south pole, and through this magnetic material it again travels to the north pole. So from north pole it is started and finally it reaches the north pole. That means the magnetic lines of force travels in a closed path. Okay, so again the definition, it is a closed path radiating from north pole. So it is starting from the north pole, passes through the surrounding and terminates at south pole. Again, and is from south to north pole within the body of the magnet. So ബോഡിയിലൂടെ അത് സൗത്ത് നിന്ന് നോർത്തിലേക്ക് പോകും. So what is its property? Each line forms a closed path and never intersect each other. Okay, so each magnetic lines of force. So this is one magnetic lines of force and this is another one. This is another one. So each one forms a closed path. So all these magnetic lines of force forms a closed path and never intersect each other. It never touches the other line. The one closed path never intersect another one. So it starts from North Pole, then it goes to South Pole through the surrounding, and from surrounding to North Pole, it goes through the material. And the property is each line forms a closed path. So it starts from North Pole and finally it reaches the North Pole and never intersect each other. Okay, the lines of force which are parallel and in the same direction repel each other. Okay, so these lines of force are in same direction. You can see that it travels from North Pole to South Pole and the same direction and repel each other. So each magnetic lines of force repels each other. So that's about magnetic lines of force. Then what is a magnetic field? The space around which magnetic lines of force act. Okay, so what is magnetic field? So if I place a point here, this magnetic lines of force will act on that point. But if I draw a point here, this magnetic lines of force doesn't have any effect on that. Okay, so magnetic field means the field, the area where magnetic lines of force act. I can say these places there's an effect of magnetic lines of force, so it is called a magnetic field. Okay, again, if you draw like this, if you consider this space or the area, the magnetic lines of force has an effect on this particular area. So it is called magnetic field. So if you take this area where magnetic lines of force are there, that is called magnetic field. Okay. So it is what about magnet? What is the property of magnetic field? It is strong near the magnet. Okay. So near to the magnet, the effect of magnetic field is very strong near to the magnet, and as we go away from the magnet, it weakens. So weakens at points away from the magnet. Okay, so again I will tell magnetic lines of force are the closed path radiating from North Pole to South Pole through the surrounding, and it again travels from South Pole to North Pole through the material, magnetic material, and it forms a closed path. Okay, it never intersect each other. That is about magnetic lines of force. And about magnetic field, the area where magnetic lines of force are there, the space around the around which magnetic lines of force act is called magnetic field. It is very strong near the magnet, and as we move away from the magnet, it weakens. And what are the magnetic material? What is a magnetic material actually? As I said earlier, from the magnetic material only, the flux lines or lines of force will travel from North Pole to South Pole. So what is this magnetic material? So magnetic material are those material which points in the direction of geometrical north and south pole when suspended freely and attract iron fillings. So നമുക്കറിയാതെ okay, you might have seen magnetic material in your purse or bag. Then in toys are there, are in toys it is there, and there are many places it is there. In speakers it is there. So if you keep one safety pin or something iron material near to that speaker, okay, that speaker actually attracts it. Okay, that is because there is a magnet inside that speaker. Okay, and similarly, you can see that there are bags where some kind of clips are there. Okay, if you just pushes it into that clip, it attracts and this just hold that clip. Okay, there are material like that. So if you suspend it freely, if you take one magnetic material and suspend it freely, it points to north and south pole. And also it attracts ion filling. Okay, നിങ്ങളൊക്കെ പണ്ട് പൂഴിയിലൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ ഇങ്ങനെ കളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, മാഗ്നറ്റിക് മെറ്റീരിയൽ എടുത്തിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ അയൺ മെറ്റീരിയൽ അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്ത് അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ കളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് മാഗ്നറ്റിക് മെറ്റീരിയൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Okay, there are two types of magnetic material: natural magnet and temporary magnet. Okay, natural magnets means it will be having permanent magnetism. We know that somewhat black color magnet. Okay, and there are temporary magnet where we can make magnetic property or we can add magnetic property to material temporarily. For example, an electromagnet. So we are going to deal with this kind of magnetic circuit. Okay, so far we have discussed about magnetic lines of force, magnetic field, and then we have seen that magnetic material, there are two types: natural magnet, temporary magnet. And natural means it is that kind of material. Okay, it is having some magnetic property. And temporary magnetic material means we can make a material into a material which has a magnetic property. Okay, so example is electromagnet. So what is an electromagnet? So electromagnet is a conductor. So you can see that there is a insulator material or a core. On that, windings are laid down. So when we are giving supply to it, the flux are created and there forms a magnetic field. So an electric current flowing in a conductor creates a magnetic field around it. Okay, so just I can say explain like this. So if you take one electric field like this, there will be magnetic field around this conductor if current flows. So what I am doing is I'm taking a core that is in some kind of insulated material. So on that I will be winding these conductors like this. And we have also seen that current should flow. Okay, so in order to make current to flow, we have to connect it to a supply. So as we said earlier, when a conductor is laid down like this and current flows through it, there will be magnetic field around that conductor. So if I with using the same conductor, if I do some winding like this magnetic field will keep adding on to the each value, and it will become a very large magnet. Okay, ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു കണ്ടക്ടറിന്റെ മുകളിൽ കറണ്ട് ഫ്ലോ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു രീതിയിലുള്ള ഒരു മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡ് ഉണ്ട്. സോ ഇഫ് ഐ വിത്ത് ദ സെയിം കണ്ടക്ടർ ഞാൻ കുറെ വൈൻഡിങ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഈ ഫീൽഡ് ഒക്കെ ആഡ് ചെയ്യും, ഈ ഫീൽഡിന്റെ സ്ട്രെങ്ത് ഒക്കെ ആഡ് ചെയ്ത് സോ ഇറ്റ് ബിക്കംസ് എ സ്ട്രോങ് മാഗ്നറ്റ്. സോ ഹിയർ യു ക്യാൻ സി there is a green color core on which we are winding, because for winding there is a support is required actually. So on which we are winding the conductor, and then if you give supply to that conductor, what happens? It becomes a magnet. And when we remove this supply, what will happen? Again, its magnetic property is lost because there is no current flow. Okay, there is no current flows through that material. So when current is flowing, there will be magnetic field. When I am doing a winding using the same conductor, the magnetic field will be having enough strength so that it become a strong magnet. And I can say that the strength of the magnetic field is proportional to the amount of current in the coil. Okay, so the strength of magnet depends on the amount of current flowing through the coil. and field disappears when the current is turned on. Okay, only the magnetic field will be there when the current is there. When the current is not there, there won't be any magnetic field. A simple electromagnet consists of a coil of insulated wire wrapped around an iron core. Okay, so a simple electromagnet is constructed by winding an insulated wire around an iron core. Okay, iron core. Why we have selected iron core is in order to pass the flux easily from one end to another end, from north pole to south pole. Okay, so this kind of electromagnets are widely used in motors, generator, relays, etc. So what happens again? I will explain you the same thing. So we will be taking one iron core or ferromagnetic core. There are different types of core actually. Likewise, we have seen in the case of inductor. So we have classified inductor actually, air core inductor, iron core inductor, ferromagnetic core inductor. Similarly, for this electromagnet also we can use different types of core. So what I know is there is a conductor. So if current flows through that conductor, magnetic field will be generated or set up around this conductor. So if I with the same conductor, if I uh, design or make a winding like this, that is uh, I'm taking one iron core, and what I'm doing is I am wrapping conductor around this iron core. So what happens? This field keeps on adding, and it becomes a strong magnet. But in order to make this as a magnet, we have to give a supply, because current should definitely flow through this coil. Uh, then only it will become a magnetic field. So I have to connect it to a supply. Okay, this is called a coil. Okay, a single round is called a one turn coil, and if you keep on winding or wrapping conductor like this, it is called coils, and it will be having n turns. Okay, how many turns you are making, that much turns it will be having. So those are called electromagnet. So it is used in relay, motors, generator, etc. So are you clear? So are you clear with flux, magnetic field, and magnetic material, electromagnet? ഇത്രയും കാര്യങ്ങൾ ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? Okay. So next one is, there are a lot of similarities between magnetic circuit and electric circuit. There are a lot of similarities between magnetic circuit and electric circuit. So if you look at this diagram, this is actually a core or magnetic path. Okay, so here is a winding is there. You can see winding over here. So there are n turns. Assume that there are n turns. What I am doing is I am taking both the end of this winding, and I am connecting into a supply. So n turns are there. So now current will flow, I current will flow. So it will create a flux, because it is actually winding. Okay, so winding is there. So I am connecting a battery source, a current source to that winding. So flux will be generated. So what happens is, if this is the north pole and this is the south pole, as I said earlier, from north pole to south pole, flux will flow, or magnetic lines of force will flow. Magnetic lines of force will flow from north pole to south pole through this core. കോറിലൂടെയാണ് ഫ്ലോ ചെയ്യുക, ബിക്കോസ് എയറിനെ വെച്ച് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇത് പുറത്തെ എയറിലേക്ക് വളരെ കുറച്ച് എമൗണ്ട് മാത്രമേ പോകും. എയറിനെ വെച്ച് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ, when comparing with air, the resistance to the flux flow is very less in the core. Okay, കോറിൽ ഫ്ലക്സ് ഫ്ലോയിൽ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന റെസിസ്റ്റൻസ് വളരെ കുറവാണ്. സോ മെജോറിറ്റി ഓഫ് ദ ഫ്ലക്സ് വിൽ ഫ്ലോ ഫ്രം നോർത്ത് പോൾ ഓഫ് ദിസ് മാഗ്നറ്റ് ടു സൗത്ത് പോൾ ത്രൂ ദിസ് കോർ. So similarly, you can compare it. Okay, so there is a source of flux here. This winding is the source of flux. When you are giving current to this winding, flux will start to flow. So actually, the source of flux is the winding. Okay, so similar to that, we have a EMF source, voltage source we have. Then when voltage source is there, current is flowing. Okay, similarly, when here there is a electromagnet here, when it is energized, flux will flow. Okay, so instead of current, what we have in magnetic field is flux, and there will be some resistance to this flow of flux. That is called a reluctance. So similarly, in electric circuit we have resistance. Okay, so what I am doing is I am giving a voltage to this. Because of this voltage, an MMF will be created, magneto-motive force. It is a force required to move flux line from north pole to south pole. So when supply is given, MMF is created. So because of this MMF, flux flows, and when flux is flowing, there may some resistance. That resistance is called reluctance. Similarly, we have voltage source. Because of this voltage source, current is flowing. The opposition to the flow of current is known as resistance. So like EMF here, electromotive force here, here we have a MMF. So like current in the electric circuit, we have flux. Like resistance in the electric circuit, we have reluctance. So I think now you've got some idea about magnetic circuit. So first we have defined what is magnetic lines of force. So it is the lines of force around a magnet which starts from north pole and it reaches the south pole through the surrounding, and from the south pole it goes to the north pole. That is magnetic lines of force. It never intersect each other. The magnetic force of line which is in the same direction actually repels each other. Then we have seen magnetic strength, magnetic field. Magnetic field means it is the area around the magnet where this magnetic lines of force acts. Then we have seen magnetic material, or those material, if you hang it freely on the air, it will point towards north and south direction. There are natural magnet and temporary magnet. Natural magnet means by material itself, it is a property of a magnetic material. It attracts iron part. When it is freely hang, it will point towards north and south direction. But temporary magnet are those magnet we can give property to those material by giving supply to it or some other means. Okay, then we have seen what is an electromagnet. Electromagnet means we will take one iron core or ferrite core. On that we will wind a conductor, wrap a conductor around that coil, around that core, and when we give current to this coil, what happens? It energizes. A magnetic field is formed. So that is called electromagnet. So by using this electromagnet, you can attract the object. Okay, so when supply is given to this electromagnet, it will attract object. When supply is disconnected, again it will not attract. Okay, so how an electromagnet is created? We will take an iron core or ferrite core. On that we will wind insulating material. When we give current to this material, flux lines will flow, a magnetic field will create. Okay, so I will explain you one place where we will use this electromagnet. Okay. Uh, what I can say. ഓക്കെ, വലിയ മാളുകളിലും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ ലേറ്റസ്റ്റ് ടെക്നോളജി ഇപ്പം വീടുകളിലും ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത് അല്ലെ. വി ഹാവ് വാഷ് ബേസിൻ is there. Okay, so there will be a tap over here. This is a wash basin and there will be a tap at this point. Okay, so normally in the previous days and all, nowadays it is not so popular, but it is used in malls and theaters, etc. So if you normally we have to rotate that knob of this tap so that water will come out. And there are places, if you move your hand towards this wash basin, it automatically senses your hand, then water will flow. When you take your hand back, what will happen? Automatically water flow stops. Is it? Have you seen this kind of mechanism? Okay, so what happens in this case? So when I am moving my hand towards this wash basin, there will be a sensor, and there will be a tap. Tap in the sense, I can draw it. So this is a normal tap. Assume this is a normal tap, and there will be a plunger like this. So in the normal case, if you rotate this clockwise or anti-clockwise, what happens? Here it will open and close. Okay, if you tight it fully, it will reach till the end of this tap, so the water won't be able to flow from this end to opposite end. If I rotate in the opposite direction, this plunger actually moves upwards. This plunger actually moves upwards, and now water can flow from here to here. So that is how normal tap will work. And there are the tap which I have explained now is working on the same principle or same working mechanism. So here there will be a plunger. Okay, and there is a shaft like this. So around this shaft, I'll be winding this conductor. Around this shaft, I'll be winding this conductor. So when voltage is given to this winding, what happens is it will attract the plunger upwards. Okay, so when voltage is given to that winding, what will happen? It will attract this plunger upwards. So there will be some opening and water will flow. When I disconnect this supply, when I disconnect this current, what happens? The plunger moves downward and blocks the water flow. There will be a spring mechanism also. Just because of this spring mechanism, suddenly the plunger comes down and it blocks the water flow. So that is one application of magnetic circuit. Okay, so when supply is given, current will flow through this magnet, electromagnet. It will attract this plunger upwards, and water will flow at that time. When the current is disconnected, what happens is because of a spring mechanism, the plunger will comes down and blocks the flow of water. So that is one kind of example. And similarly, there are automatic door locking mechanism where when you enter a passcode, door will open. Otherwise, it will be in closed state. Okay, that is also done with the help of electromagnet. Okay, now we will see some basic definition about a magnetic circuit. First one is magnetomotive force, MMF, and it is denoted by F. So it is something related to EMF. EMF is the force required to move an electron from one end of a conductor to another end. So similarly, magnetomotive force is a force which drives the magnetic lines of force through a magnetic circuit. So from north pole to south pole and from south pole to again to north pole. So it is a force required to drive a magnetic lines of force through a magnetic circuit. ഓക്കെ നോർത്ത് പോളിൽ നിന്ന് പോയി സൗത്ത് പോളിലെത്തി തിരിച്ചു വരാൻ വേണ്ടി ഒരു ഫോഴ്സ്, അത് ആ ഫോഴ്സ് ആയിരിക്കും ഈ ഓരോ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ലൈൻസിനെയും എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക, നോർത്ത് പോളിൽ നിന്ന് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത് സൗത്ത് പോൾ വഴി നോർത്ത് പോളിലേക്ക് തിരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. സോ നോർമലി ദ ഇക്വേഷൻ ഫോർ MMF, that is F, is equal to flux into reluctance. So similarly we have voltage is equal to current into resistance. Similarly we have MMF is equal to, I told the analogy of current is flux. So flux into analogy of resistance is reluctance. So flux into S, where flux phi is the magnetic flux and S is the reluctance of the magnetic field. So you can see both the equations are same. So for electric circuit, equation was EMF or voltage is equal to I into R. Similarly, MMF is equal to phi into X. That means current is similar to flux, resistance is similar to reluctance. So the equation for MMF is equal to phi into S. Also, for an electromagnet, MMF is equal to N into I. So electromagnet, again you know electromagnet, how an electromagnetic will be there. There will be a core. So on that core there will be windings. There will be n number of turns. Okay, this is the first turn, and then we have second turn, third turn, fourth turn, fifth turn. Like n number of turns will be there, and current will flow through this coil. Then it will become a magnet. So the magnetic motive force at that time is given by N into I, number of turns into current flowing through the coil. So MMF proportional to, or MMF is equal to N into I. MMF proportional to number of turns and also proportional to current flowing through it. So when you give supply like this, what happens? Flux actually flows from one end to opposite end. The magnetic lines of force will flow like this. When supply is not given or disconnected, no current will flow through this. So its unit is ampere turn. So whenever they have asked for a definition, you have to explain what is it, what the letter is used to denote it, what is the unit of that you have to explain. Okay, സീരീസ് എക്സാമിന് കുറെ ആൾക്കാർ മാർക്ക് കുറയാൻ, ഒന്നോ രണ്ടോ മാർക്ക് കുറയാനുള്ള കാരണം, ഒന്നോ രണ്ടോ അല്ല 0.5 മാർക്ക് അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഞാൻ കുറച്ചിട്ടുള്ളൂ. 0.5, 1.5, 1 മാർക്ക്. The reason is that they have written what is current, what is potential difference, what is power, but nobody is, only few people have mentioned that unit of current is ampere, it is denoted by I, unit of voltage is volt, it is denoted by V, unit of power is watt, it is denoted by P. Okay, only few are written like that. So for those who are writing like this will get full mark, otherwise mark will be get reduced. So here you have to write what is MMF, magnetomotive force, then it is denoted by a letter F. There are two equations, phi into S and N into I, and unit of it is amperes turn. Okay, how unit you can remember easily, because N into I. Okay, N means turns. Okay, number of turns. Okay, that is why this turns has come. Unit of current is ampere, so it is ampere turns. Okay, N into I or I into N. So I means unit is ampere, N is unit of N is number of turns, that is N. So ampere turns. Okay, so clear with the concept of basic concept of magnetic circuit. ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ ഈ മോഡ്യൂൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ, ജസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ. ബാക്കിയൊക്കെ ഞാനൊരു ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ സെഷനാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇന്ന് നൽകിയത്.